Hey everybody, Sharon here from GameManiac.com. Here we are today doing LEGO Star Wars 2, and we're going to be doing a little trick in order to get every single achievement. That being said, there is going to be a certain caveat to this trick in that you are going to need to do this in a build of the game that's going to be pre-patched. So what that's going to mean is you are only allowed to perform this trick on an actual Xbox 360 console. You cannot do this on an Xbox One or Xbox Series console through backwards compatibility. It has to be done on an original Xbox 360. To add on to that, this trick is only going to be present on certain physical copies of the game. The trick will not work at all on any digital versions. Then, one final layer of complexity, you are going to need a physical version of the game that's going to be a first edition print. The reason for that is you need an early enough build of the game where the game doesn't have the patch baked in to the physical edition already. So, in North America, there should be two physical printings of the game. You're going to have the original, and then you're going to have the family hits, which is going to come in the Platinum Hits style case. For this trick to work, you are going to want to grab the original, so this will not work on the family hits version of the game. Fortunately, it should be easy enough to tell apart the two versions, even if they are going to be disc only. That being said, when it comes to the PAL territories, it's going to be a little complicated on how things are going to work. So, in the United Kingdom, there are going to be two different printings of the game. Like the North American version, the original first edition print should have the trick present on it. That being said, the game got a reprint shortly thereafter. This reprint is going to have the Xbox 360 must buy badge on it. The trick will not be present on that particular version. So obviously it should be easy to tell the two apart if they happen to have their cases. Just make sure you avoid the one with the must buy badge. Unfortunately, if you find the game disc only, you are not going to be able to tell which version it is, as the two discs are going to appear identical to one another. As for mainland Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, it's going to be a toss up which versions may or may not contain the trick, so make sure you do keep those in mind if you are using those regions in order to try to find a physical copy. So, assuming that you have the correct version, once you load the game up, you're going to be prompted with the update screen. Make sure you decline the update, as we are going to need to do this without the patch. What that's also going to mean, unfortunately, is you're going to have to unlock the achievements offline and without timestamps, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. Nonetheless, just make sure you get to the main menu, and then you're going to want to start up a new game, so make sure you hit New Game. And then once you load in, we're going to be in the free roam. As soon as you take control of your character, you want to make sure you punch in this cheat code. It's going to be YBBAAXXXYYYYYY. Make sure you give a second between each button press, as you do not want to do it too quickly. If you happen to input the cheat correctly, you should be able to notice it by hitting the start button. You should unlock this extra option at the bottom called game options. If it's not there, just make sure you redo the cheat. But once you have that available to you, make sure you go to it. And as you can see right here, there's going to be a bunch of cheats that you can take advantage of. Now, for the purposes of achievements, you're only going to want to use the green one. So just make sure you scroll down about halfway through the list and make sure you go through and input every single green one. So that should be everything from open all levels all the way down to do all episode bonus stuff. Once you have all of the green ones done, you're going to also want to do the two orange ones on the bottom. So that's going to be collect all old characters and then collect all old mini kits. That should cover every single thing you need in order to get all of the 100% related achievements. So to check that you have all of the proper achievements, you can look in the background and that little progress thing should say 114.1%. So make sure you check that, and then once you have that down, in order to get the achievements, we're actually going to need to play a level. So make sure you head over to the right side of the cantina, make sure you head in to the episode 4 garage, and make sure you go to the first level, which is going to be Secret Plans. Load that up into free play. You can pick whoever you want for your character. You should have all the characters unlocked, so just make sure you pick your favorite. And then as soon as you get in, we are also going to take advantage of a cheat in order to beat the level super quickly. So once you get into the actual level, make sure you bring up the pause menu again, and this time go into game options. Once you are there, make sure you scroll back to the top of the list. You want to make sure you go to the very first thing, which is going to be go to chapter. Once that opens up, you're going to want to go to the second to last thing, which is going to be blockade runner status. Make sure you enter that cheat, and that should automatically fast forward you to the end of the level. You should hit the results screen, and then you should unlock every single achievement relating to the 100% progress. So that should include the 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, and 100% achievements of the game. It should also include the beat every single level in each one of the episodes. So the episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6 achievements. And then you should get the achievements for beating all the bonus levels. You should get the one for beating the 10 bounty hunter missions. And then finally, the one for beating the bonus Lego City level. Now, that should just leave the achievements for beating each individual level without dying. Thankfully, we are able to use cheats in order to get these as well. However, we're not going to be able to unlock them all at once. We're going to have to do it one level at a time. So we just did it for the first level, which is going to give us the first level achievement for beating it without dying, which is going to be the Secret Plans level. After you finish unlocking all of these achievements given to you through the 100% achievements, you're going to want to load up each and every single level one at a time and then use a cheat in order to fast forward to the end, which is also going to count as you beating them without dying, which should get you their respective achievements. So whenever you finish a level, what you want to do is you want to make sure you get past the results screen. You can save if you want to, not like it's going to matter. Just make sure you get back to the hub, and then just make sure you head to the next subsequent door. Once you enter, you are going to always want to choose free play, and you are going to want to always choose whoever you want when it comes to the character select. Once you load into the actual level, what you want to do is want to make sure you bring up the pause menu again, go into game options, and then make sure you pick that same topmost choice, which is going to be go to chapter, and then you are always going to want to choose whatever the chapter says that says status. This is always going to take you to the end of the level onto the status screen. The game should think that you have cleared that level instantaneously and without dying, which should credit you for whatever that level's respective achievement should be. So basically, you can do this for the entirety of the rest of the game, and you should be good for every single level achievement. There should be a total of 18 levels, and this cheat is going to work on all 18 of them. There's going to be 6 per original Star Wars film, so 6 for A New Hope, 6 for The Empire Strikes Back, and 6 for Return of the Jedi. This cheat should work regardless of level type, as there's going to be 2 different types of levels. You're going to have your normal on foot ones, but you also do have a few vehicle levels sprinkled here and there. You can use the cheats in those as well, so no worries about this one. So just make sure you go from door to door, making sure you take care of each and every single level. You can also do this in any order you want to. However, you are going to have to visit each level at least once and use the cheat in each level at least once in order to get all of the achievements. Every single level should be already unlocked for you due to a previous cheat, so they should all be accessible to you in the hub world, which is going to be the cantina. So just make sure you go to each of their doors and make sure you take care of them one at a time. They are going to be grouped by 6, divided by film, so make sure you do keep that in mind. After you finish a group of 6, you're going to have to head back and then look for the next big door, which is going to represent the next subsequent film, and then do the next set of 6. So even if you are not too familiar with the hub, you should be able to have no problem in locating what the next level that you have to do is. I do recommend doing these in order though, so you don't get too lost. Thankfully, they are going to be numbered 1 through 6, and then for the groups, they're going to be numbered 4 through 6, representing each Star Wars film episode. So for New Hope, you should be good for Secret Plans, Jundland Wastes, Mos Eisley, Rescue the Princess, Death Star Escape, and Rebel Attack. For Empire Strikes Back, you should be good for Hoth Battle, Echo Base, Falcon Flight, Dagobah, Cloud City Trap, and Bespin. And then finally, for Return of the Jedi, you should be good for Jabba's Palace, Carcoon, Speeder Showdown, Endor, Jedi Destiny, and then finally Death Star 2. With all of those out of the way, you should be good for every single achievement, 1,000 gamer score total. Should take anywhere from about 25 minutes to a half hour to do the entire process, which is going to be about a 15th of the time it would take you to do this the normal way. But that's going to be the trick. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and that's all there is to it.